that's one of the things I appreciate about you and respect and love about you and your content. And I'm so glad I met you, got to see you via Sanal, because bro, you don't have to be in Tanzania. You don't have to be on the continent of Africa. That's not a prerequisite, in my opinion. I think, no, I know that I'm happy whenever I see diasporans enjoying their lives, enjoying their adventures, wherever they may be. It may be Mexico, it may be South America, it could be Jamaica, Caribbean, wherever. I just want to see my people happy wherever they at. So.
Yeah, no, I agree, and thank you for that. And I think in the state of the U.S. And unfortunately, the way that society still is, and how it's in many ways still unfavorable to ethnic minorities. I think it's more important than ever to for us to consider what other options are there. Because we only live once, and some people, they say, well, some people may say, oh, well, you need to be the change that you want to see, and they go through the political system, and there is some merit in that. There's nothing wrong with that, but that takes a long time. That takes a long time.
Absolutely.
And by the time maybe the person gets what they want, maybe they've already wasted, or not wasted, or maybe spent maybe 20 years of their life. Why not take that 20 years of your life and go somewhere else where you are appreciated, where you're celebrated, where you're welcome.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely. And I just found that outside of the USA. So I definitely want to talk about where or why when you were considering countries abroad, how did Tanzania become on the top of your list? Did you have other countries in mind? Maybe what was the other alternatives, and how did you land with Tanzania being your final selection?
Yeah, well, I'll start this. There were definitely other countries. Ghana was kind of like always an end, never really a place we considered maybe starting out to kind of hang out for a while. But again, the thing that was going around, so it was more like, I think everybody's travel had to be a bit more directed and fine-tuned during those days. And another was the Gambia. Mm-hmm. Another was obviously here in Tanzania. Mm-hmm. And also, believe it or not, like Togo, mm-hmm. The reason that we had so many options is because of previously existing relationships that we had made with continental Africans years before making this transition. Mm-hmm. So a major factor is we have two really, really close friends, one from the Gambia and another from here in Tanzania. And my friend was like, bro, I got you. If y'all really want to do this, you really want to make this move, you really want to make this happen. And we started discussing plans, several months out, like, bro, this is what we want to do. We're ready to do it. They made our transition
very smooth, very.
Well, that helps.
Oh yeah,
it helps to have someone there, someone there that can advise you and give you kind of the 411 on things that you will experience as a new expat there. Let's talk about the cities there in Tanzania, because you chose not to live in the capital city. Many people, they, for example, a lot of American expats, they live in Mexico City. It's the capital city. It has literally everything. It's like New York. It's like the New York City of Mexico. And a lot of other people do the same thing. If they move to Spain, they live in Madrid, or if they move to Colombia, they live in Bogota. So, but you did not. You did not live in the capital city. Let's talk about what the city you live in now, and versus the capital city, and why you prefer not to live there in the capital.
Okay, well, the new capital here, as of recent, past several years, would be Dodoma. But prior to that, it's Dar es Salaam, which still plays that role, in my opinion. As far as business, as far as a lot of other things, the new appointed capital is growing, but Dar es Salaam is what it is. So we chose here because
which is Arusha.
I'm sorry, which is Arusha, by the way. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're in Arusha, Tanzania.
Yeah.
And pretty much it's us getting back to our roots. We grew up in the country, and Tanzania is very rural. It's a combo of city and rural. It's not like Dar es Salaam. Dar es Salaam is it's a city. It's fast paced, and
a mecca of East Africa.
Right.
One of the meccas of East Africa.
Beautiful place.
Big place.
Yeah.
Big place.
And I guess with us being our age and live different cities and different places, we were just kind of over the city.
Yep.
We were just ready to go back to that country roots to have.
And we couldn't have our business. I mean, trying to squeeze in any kind of agriculture. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's all on the perimeters of Dar es Salaam, not in the city. So there's no way that we just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
What she said.
And it's super hot there. We grew up in Texas, so we know the heat. We were kind of over the heat too. Here in Arusha, it's a mountain city. There's Kilimanjaro and Mount Meru close. So living in a mountain area, the climate is different. The climate is vastly different here in Arusha compared to Dar es Salaam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cooler.
Yeah.
Again, it's cooler. It's like light jacket, sweatshirt weather, probably 60% of the year, and in the evening time. I can rock with that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So is Arusha, is that where does that fall? Is it like the 3rd or 5th biggest city in the country?
Yes, around yeah.
Okay. So you talked about how you wanted to have more access to agricultural land because in the capital, all of that is on the perimeter. So I guess let's talk about maybe someone has the same idea as you. They said, well, yeah, I would like to do something like that too. Let's talk about some modern conveniences, because that's one objection that many Americans or just people who want to live there, they think that, oh yeah, but do they have this or do they have this? So let's talk about some of the modern conveniences. Maybe let's start with, are there like big box stores there in Arusha?
There are several. There are several. In fairness, there's way more in Dar es Salaam.
Yes.
There's way more.
There's
way more in Dar es Salaam. This would be like your. I don't want to name a city to compare it to because I don't know what cities people know or don't know. But I would say this is like big small town USA, if that makes sense. If you could imagine for whoever somebody might be watching this, wherever they're from, if they could imagine a town that's it has an economy, but most of it is centered around agriculture and tourism. Those are the two big economic movers here. So and it's big, it's vast as far as area wise, but when you get to conveniences and modern conveniences, you have
your challenges. There's no Walmart here.
Right.
There's no Target here. There's no fast food restaurants and things like that. So if that's what you're looking for, you're going to be disappointed.
Right.
If they want that, they can find that in the capital.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
More places like that. I'm not sure the name. I don't think there's McDonald's or anything like that here, but there's more equivalents to that in Dar es Salaam.
Right.
But there
Oh,
are
okay.
things. Yeah, there are things here.
And there are
Yeah,
shopping centers.
right.
I mean, they may
Yeah.
not be as big as which I like your video, by the way, bro. Where you just kind of toured the store. I also like you stopping by showing the organics and the vegetables and plants with medicinal properties.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, you have your grocery stores, your places to shop, and you could find a lot of the same things. Now, because of the import tax, it's going to hit you more, but it's here.
Right.
Some of it.
Some of it. Yeah.